Hey, what's going on, ice cream lovers? Thanks for tuning in to the scoop method. We're going to be getting started today on another instructional video. We're going to be throwing down some chocolate ice cream today. We're going to be using a little bit of dark chocolate, a little bit of milk chocolate, and a little sour cream to finish it off. I think you're really going to like this one, so stay tuned and let's get started. Okay friends, this is what you're going to need to make some chocolate ice cream. 6 egg yolks, like most of our batches of ice cream. We got a cup of chopped chocolate. Now I had a Ghirardelli chocolate bar. I chopped it up. It wasn't quite a cup, so I just used some chocolate chips to make up the difference. The point I'm making is use whatever chocolate you want. Okay, then we need 3 tablespoons of cocoa, 3/4 a cup of sugar, 3/4 a cup of sour cream, a cup of milk, and 3/4 a cup of cream, and as usual, a little bit of salt. Those are your ingredients, and we're going to get started now on the first step. The first thing you're going to want to do is take your 1 cup of cream. Try not to spill any. And your 3 tablespoons of cocoa. Put those in the pot. Over medium heat about. Whisk that up. And get it going to a simmer. Okay. Now once you get that thing coming up to looking like a nice little gentle simmer like this, you want to take it off the heat. Now the very next thing you want to do as soon as you bring that off the heat, you want to have that chocolate in a bowl like this, and you just want to pour that hot cream and cocoa mixture over your chocolate. Get it stirred in real nice. Get as much as you can off the bottom. All right, scrape that in good. Give it a nice little stir. And then we get started on making the ice cream like we usually make it. But this time the ingredients are a little bit different. So we have the 3/4 a cup of milk. Three-quarters a cup of sugar. Basically, you just want the sugar to dissolve. Then, as per usual, we're going to whisk our heated sugar and milk base into the eggs. That's called tempering. And then that mixture gets whisked right back into the double boiler. And once you whisk it back in, make sure you use a spoon to continuously stir your base, scraping the bottoms as you go. In this stage of the ice cream making process, you can't stop stirring it. If you get pieces of scrambled egg in your base, it's kaput, it's done. You have to start over. Okay. Now, once you got that off the heat and up to the proper temp, you want to stir it right in to that chocolate base that we made. Stir that right in there. Boom. Stir about as much as you can. And we're going to throw in our sour cream. Now, once you have that sour cream incorporated into your ice cream base, the chocolate base, you want to strain it. You want to make sure you get any little particles of egg. The little particles are fine if you see them. It's when you get the chunks that you know that you've overcooked your eggs and you have to start over. Now make sure you scrape this bowl really good because you want to get all that goodness. Okay, now once you got that strained, you want to get it right into an ice bath. You could even strain it right into an ice bath if you want. Usually I do that, but I just kind of forgot to do that this time. And there you go. Now it's just a matter of cooling it down to a temperature that's safe to put it in the fridge without condensation. Then you want to make sure it's wrapped tightly, and you want to put it in the fridge for 12 to 24 hours. Okay friends, now that your base is chilled in the fridge for 24 hours, it's time to put it in the churner. Make sure your churner is moving when you put the base in. Okay, friends, so once it starts to look about like that, you're good to go. The next thing you want to do is put this in the container that you're going to put it in. I like to use a bowl that's been in the freezer for a few minutes. Now when you're doing this part, you want to work fast, but you don't want to stress. Then, as always, you want to wrap it up nice and tight before you put it in the freezer. Okay, ice cream lovers, it's the next day. My ice cream's been in the freezer for about 12 hours now. It should be just about perfect. So we're gonna take a look at it and give it a taste and see what happened. Okay, let's see what we're working with. Well, it looks rich and creamy. Still kind of firm right now for scooping. But from what I can tell, oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, not too firm. So that's a pretty good sign that it scoops like that right out of the freezer. We have a great looking consistency here. Now I'm gonna get a spoon so we can taste it. It's so good. The texture is perfect. The flavor from that Ghirardelli chocolate bar, I use like a 78% cocoa. This is gonna knock your socks off, friends. Make sure you give it a try. Thanks a ton for tuning in to the Scoop Method and checking out my recipe. If you liked it, give me a like and a subscribe. If you didn't like it, give me a comment. Tell me what I could improve. I'm always trying to get better. I'm very new at this and 100% just, flying by the seat of my pants, so to speak. But anyways, thanks again for tuning in. I will see you next time.